Hey everyone, so today I want to go over 7 pros and 7 cons about UCSC. For some background information, I'm majoring in Business Management Economics and minoring in Technology Information Management. As my second year here, I just want to give some helpful information for prospective students, and with that, let's get into the pros. Number 1 is the scenery. UC Santa Cruz is one of the campuses cited by Forbes as the most beautiful in the world. Both on and off campus, you're surrounded by nature, from the redwood trees to the views of the ocean. If you like nature, then you're sure to love this campus. Number 2 is the ranking. UCSC isn't the most prestigious college, but it's definitely got its name out there. It's been ranked in the top 100 in national universities and best undergraduate engineering programs by US News. Number 3 is networking. Because there are so many students, around 20,000, you have a great opportunity to network and be a part of clubs that you find interesting. There are a lot of events at UCSC, and all you have to do is put yourself out there. I really like going to the UCSC events page and staying up to date with the individual colleges within UCSC through social media. Number 4 is proximity to Silicon Valley. I have a friend who obtained an internship for a project manager role over in San Jose, and the way he was able to get that was by attending nearby networking events. And when I was a freshman, I was able to get a job over in San Francisco during my last quarter there, and I found it very helpful for my professional development. Number 5 is research/career programs. At UCSC, you have the opportunity to participate in research projects and programs. There are internship/job postings sent out through email from time to time, as well as a career fair that happens a couple times a year. You have the option to fulfill one of the practice general ed requirements through an internship, which I think is great. I have personally used the career services and received resume and job search help. Number 6 is smaller classes. There are options to take smaller classes over at UCSC, and they'll often be tied to the individual colleges. The only thing is they can be hard to get into because of the limited slots. Right now I'm taking an entrepreneurship class and has only about 30 students, but it's been one of the classes I've enjoyed the most because it has that tight-knit feel that I miss from high school. Number 7 is a diverse student body. UCSC is rated highly in terms of racial/ethnic diversity, and I personally found it enriching to be able to meet people from all over the world. I think it's great to be exposed to people from different cultures and backgrounds so you're not just stuck in your own bubble. Now onto the cons list. Start off with number 1, the most notorious, is housing. Housing both on and off campus is expensive. Navigating through the housing crisis, even when you start early, can be extremely stressful. I have a friend who had to commute from San Jose because he couldn't find housing last year, and he now has an apartment in downtown, but he's paying $2,700 a month plus utilities. I have stories of other friends who pay around $800 a month, splitting it with roommates. Number 2 is buses. We have a bus system that helps transport students across campus and to and from downtown. However, the bus system can be inconsistent, and oftentimes you'll see a line of students outside waiting to get on a bus that's full and having to wait for the next one. If you end up living in an area like Capitola for off-campus housing, then you'll have to take 2 buses to get to campus, which can total around 1 hour. Number 3 is parking. Parking permits are only available for students of junior standing. They are limited, run out fast once they become available, and parking enforcement is strict. I myself have received 2 parking tickets, each $50. And even if you have a parking permit, it's very likely that you'll still have to walk or take bus to your destination because you're only allowed to park in certain areas. Number 4 is the layout of the campus. If you've done your research, you'll know that UCSC has 10 individual colleges. Because the campus is spread out, it can be a pain to get to class or around the university. The individual colleges were designed to offer a more intimate feel, but especially when I was first admitted, it felt like the campus was smaller than it actually was. Sometimes I have to remind myself that there are more students at the other 9 colleges because, at least in my case, I mostly come across people that are in my college. If there are discrepancies in people's primary residences, scheduling a meetup can be difficult. It's been my experience that I had to put effort into regularly branching out to different colleges regardless of the inconvenience so I could be where I want to be in terms of my social life. Number 5 is that it can be hard to get classes. I just enrolled in my classes and I was only able to get 1 out of the 3 classes that I wanted for this quarter. I'm a big planner and I won't lie, it gets on my nerves when a class that I had planned to take fills up before my enrollment appointment even begins. Planning can feel useless because sometimes the classes you need won't be available and are only taught in certain quarters. If you're not on top of your planning game, and I mean having a backup plan for your backup plan, then you might have a difficult time getting the classes you need. Number 6 is power/Wi-Fi outages. This has been my experience living in the Morrison dorms on campus, and the power/Wi-Fi outages don't happen every day, but when they do happen, they're annoying. Sometimes my devices will randomly disconnect from the Wi-Fi or have trouble getting on, and that can be frustrating. Number 7 is a high student to faculty ratio. I recently emailed one of my professors and he didn't get back to me, so I spoke to him after class and he said he gets a ton of emails and he just can't possibly get to them all. TAs can be put in the same position and oftentimes have a huge workload. At first I found it difficult to learn and adjust to a large lecture environment, and it can be hard to feel like there's a sense of community in your classes if you don't know anyone. Alright, that wraps up the pros and cons list, and I hope you guys found it helpful. I'll be releasing more UCSC content in the future, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.